Hey, I just want to make a video about my experience with Chipotle and the hiring process about that. So, actually, yesterday I got hired at Chipotle, so my interview was a group interview. It was a little more relaxed in a way because you kind of you feed off each other's vibes. So if that person's like really chill and comfortable, so are you. That's how I think. That's how I felt during it. You know, your experience could be totally different. You could have a one-on-one interview. So I don't know, but that's how my interview went. So the general manager, she was like, "All right, so I'm gonna ask you guys questions and you answer one by one." So the first question was, "Why Chipotle?" I told her that I really like the benefits that they provide for college students, and I think that's just the easiest way to get ahead while you're in college and you have a job, because it's really hard to balance doing both. And she liked that answer. Some kids said, oh, they just like the food a lot, and that since they go there all the time, that they should have a job. And I just don't think that's a really good answer. I mean, it has worked for some people in the past. Some people have definitely gotten hired at other places because of that answer. But that's just not the answer that I like. She's like, if you guys love Chipotle so much, what's one thing you would change about it? And I was like, what the fuck? Because I had never eaten at Chipotle ever. That was my first time actually there, was for my interview. So I was like, Shoulder was like, you know what, there was some trash on the floor, and I don't think that's a really good thing, because when I was working at Red Lobster, if there's trash on the floor, I think it's disgusting, and I would pick it up as soon as possible. Because that's the first impression you're gonna see is the lobby. If you have a dirty lobby, then no one's gonna I wouldn't want to eat there personally. Like at our Red Lobster, we had a really bad sewer problem, so the first thing you smell when you walk into Red Lobster was just like straight up shit, and it was gross, and not a lot of people wanted to eat there because of that. So I didn't tell her that part, but I just told her, the trash is like, I think that's a big problem. And she's like, okay. Another one, people are like, oh, portion size, or I don't know, it's just certain stuff like that. And she's like, what's something special about you? And I was like, well, I'm in choir. And she's like, okay, cool. I've been in choir for, this is going to be my 5th, or next year will be my 6th year in choir. And so, by me being in choir, that makes me passionate about something, I guess. And, so the general manager just was like, okay, cool. Everyone's like, oh, I do basketball, or I build cars, or whatever, I'm in track. So that's really cool stuff. And I was like, dude, that's actually kind of cooler than what I do in a way. Just try to stay confident during that. I hope I had a confident face. I don't know. And then at that point, another employee came in, and they were just goofing around, him and the general manager, so they were just really, really calm and chill, which is like really cool, because it didn't make the interview so serious. It just showed you that these people are regular humans just like us. So I told him I was in choir, and he was like, oh cool. He's like, the general manager and we were in choir, not together, but I guess they were choir students as well. So I think that also helped the general manager bond with me. So then any last question? She had one last question. I can't remember what it was, but then she's like, do you have any questions for me? And I'm like, how soon can we start? Because when you ask them that, it shows them that you want this job and that you're really determined to have it. And so when I asked her that, she's like, okay, here within your 48 hours, check your email, or, check your phone, just don't miss any calls or whatever. So she let 2 guys go, and she pointed at me and some other guy who was in the interview. And so after they left, she told me, she's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna hire you guys right now. I really like that. I had restaurant experience, and he had, I guess, really good leadership skills, because he was in track and stuff. I guess she saw on his resume. So she hired us, and it was really cool. She's like, I don't hire people on the spot, so you guys really need to feel lucky. And I feel really lucky, and I'm so excited to start my job. And I can't wait to tell you guys more. Bye!